The man was treated like a dog, with a leash around his neck, crawling on his knees. He dared not speak or beg for mercy. He could only whimper like a dog and cry. But in the end, he was still dragged into the warehouse by his master. The master forced the man onto a chair, tied his hands, covered his eyes, and even stuffed a red ball in his mouth. The man had already guessed what would happen next. As a bucket of ice water was poured over him, the master took the red ball out of the man's mouth and put a plastic bag over his head. Soon, the feeling of suffocation came. The man could only open his mouth and breathe in the little oxygen left. Just as the man was about to be suffocated to death, the master took off the plastic bag and put him in a cage. Then he took out a super powerful speaker and aimed it at the man. As he turned on the speaker, the man immediately covered his ears in pain. Meanwhile, Jack kept kicking the cage. When the torture finally ended, Jack pulled the man out and took off his pants to beat him. The man began to scream in pain, but Jack enjoyed it very much. However, they didn't notice that Mary had come up behind them with a stick. As Jack was knocked down by a stick, Mary quickly went to rescue the man. But before she could drag the man out of the room, Jack, who had recovered, knocked her unconscious. Jack didn't hold a grudge against Mary's actions and still prepared breakfast for them. But still angry, he spat in the food as a punishment for their disobedience. After feeding the dog, Jack took a bowl of dog food to the warehouse. There was a female dog kept there. Seeing Jack bring her food, she immediately started wagging her tail excitedly. Jack was satisfied with her performance and promised her that she could sleep in the room the next day because he had just adopted another puppy.